Fire today. We are going to be talking about what Jesus only sent for the house of Israel. Yeah, that's what I read. So if you thinking he coming back for you, and you not from the house of Israel, man, you better check in, and check in and see if you valid that you might not get in heaven. You see, you might not have the credentials. You see, you might not have the credentials to get into heaven. And so we want to talk about that. Everybody talking about that Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior. Is that true? Is that true? We want to talk about it. We got the documents here. You might want to dispute the documents. It don't mean nothing. Don't show up now. If you show up there with Peter, yeah. Oh, he was, yeah, okay. That's what it said. It said he was sent for the house of Israel. I got it right here. I got it right here. Matter of fact, what verse? That was Matthew. That was Matthew. 15:24. And it says, he answered, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? Yeah. And then down there it said, Muhammad sent after to all the world. I don't know about that neither. Okay? We're not gonna make Muhammad no better. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody get a prophet from their own people. Okay, they get a prophet from their own people. No, Muhammad came for everybody. Muhammad came for his own, and Jesus came for his own. Okay, and so we got our own prophets. Okay, and so that's very serious that we understand what this man said. This is coming straight from supposedly from the mouth of Jesus. Even though we know that this, the Bible has been edited, translated, revised so many times that to say this, that this is the word of Jesus is ludicrous. We need to quit lying on, we fairy tales, Aesop's, Dr. Seuss and Barney and Teletubbies and things of that nature. This is what we believe in today. And so we had to ask, we had to, because a lot of people is saying that this Jesus is their Lord and Savior. And he said he ain't come for you. Yeah, he said he ain't come for you. He said uh he came only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yeah, so you need to check into this. Cause you putting all your eggs in one basket thinking Jesus got your back. And then you're gonna get up to the pearly gates and you're gonna be like, I'm so and so, and they're gonna be looking on the list, and they ain't gonna have your name on the list. No, they ain't gonna have your name on the list. You know what they call it, the whatever that book is that they supposed to have the names. Peter supposed to be at the gate. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna show up talking about I'm Leroy. And Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I'm Leroy. And Peter gonna go to the book. He gonna look up and down, gonna turn a couple pages, look up and down, and he gonna look over at you and say, nigga, ain't no Leroy in this book. Ain't no Leroy in this book, man. Who are you? It says Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Are you an Israelite? You ain't in this book right here. You gonna have to go on back up out of here, man. You gonna have to go on that escalator that's heading down there. That's what you need. You need to be on that escalator. You see? Get on up out of here. So you got to know, because this is your spirituality. This is about your salvation. And you thinking people just for you. And I already told you that he was reneging on the lost sheep of Israel. He was reneging on them too. He like, look, I ain't know y'all gonna be nailing people to no cross. Wait a minute. We're gonna have to figure this. We're gonna have to figure out another way. Hey, old dude. Oh, dude, look, man, you ain't tell me y'all nailing people to no damn cross. I ain't about to be, nah, I ain't know y'all was doing nothing like that. So, Jesus said, nah, y'all gonna have to go get John the Baptist, Elijah, and let them get nailed to a cross. I ain't about to do that. Y'all gonna have to go get somebody else. And so right there it show you that he reneged. And so if he telling you all this, he telling you I ain't come for you, you better figure out something else, family. You better figure out something else. Yeah. And then we're gonna get on all this name, Yahshua. And if you go into the book, there is no prophecy for no Yahshua neither. And I'm gonna get on that. Ain't no prophecy in there for no no Yahshua. And they be talking, it ain't Jesus, it's Yahshua. It ain't no Yahshua. Y'all always, get to putting all them Yahs and them, and all that Yahashua and man, what is that, man? They think because they can say Yahashua that they're supposed to mean like, you act like you John the Baptist or somebody. They Yahashua. I don't know what's wrong with you? You understand what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? It sounds like you got indigestion, and you know what I'm saying? And so I want y'all to check in to see if y'all in the house of Israel. If you ain't in the house of Israel, Jesus said he's not your savior. He did not come for you. That's what it said. Where did you see that at? Matter of fact, I can read the whole thing for you. It says, and I'm going to talk about this deeper. This is Matthew 15:22, and it says, and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, Jesus, saying, what's his name? Yahshua, whichever one good for y'all, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not a word. See, this is a Canaanite. We're going to talk about this deeper. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after her. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So, it is. And so Jesus ain't accepting no Gentiles. Now, a lot of people gonna go in them other books and say, well, he said that wasn't Jesus. That was Paul. See, right there, somebody put that down there. That was Paul. That wasn't Jesus. That's right. Paul was a murderer of Christians. His name was Saul of Tarsus. And he said he seen God on the way to Damascus when he knew them Christians was about to put fire on his ass. He said, oh, I seen Jesus. I was saved. Yeah, I was saved. And they said, oh, he was saved. They still wanted to put fire to him. So family, this particular video is Matthew 15:24. Was Jesus sent only for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? That was out of the mouth of Jesus. That was out of the mouth of Jesus. Y'all better figure that one out, because I think a lot of y'all is going to be in trouble. I appreciate y'all, family. Make sure y'all click some links. Get over there to Patreon, support the general, and I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on the wicked beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Boom. Black power.